I thought this paper was losing money.
Not after today. That ought to sell our first edition.
Maggie's been kidnapped.
Damn it, I told Jake to leave it alone.
Oh, he doesn't listen, Matt.
Should have never let him in the house. Once he figured out what was going on, you think he would have realized the kidnapper specifically.
Specifically what? He warned you not to go to the police, didn't he? And now he's gonna know the police are involved.
He's got to figure that anyway.
Joe, what are you thinking? That once the kidnapper sees this, that he's gonna do something to Maggie?
Maybe the guy's a hot dog, right? Maybe he's gonna get off on all this. Right now, Maggie's worth more to him alive.
Panics. McKinnon's gonna pay.
I hope you collect.
Does Rachel know about Maggie yet?
No, she's got enough on her mind with Carl.
Well, Matt, we have to tell her before
Listen,
she
I
moves in
finally
today.
got her to lie down in a room and get some rest, okay? Just leave her.
How is Carl doing?
No news is good news.
Excuse me. I was wondering how Carl Hutchins was doing.
Since when do you give a damn about Carl Hutchins?
Carl, I need to know. I need to know if what you said last night about Grant shooting Ryan was true. You just squeeze my hand if it was true, okay? Because last night you were sort of out of it, and I'm... What about Justine?
Oh, God. Was it the trestle? He fired the shot.
September 7th, 1995. I don't get it. If I'm in love with Tomas, how come I can't stop thinking about Nick? When I go to sleep, all I dream about is Nick coming to my bed and waking up with him kissing me everywhere.
My concern for Carl is none of your business, Doctor.
He hates your guts.
We may have had our differences of opinion, but I have every right to inquire about his health and to be here for anybody who might care about him.
Like Lorna, when your mother poisoned her?
My mother was mentally unstable.
Well, I'm sure Vicky appreciated your support being walled up in the
Don't
basement.
you have anything
like she
better to
was.
do with your time, Doctor?
You're right. Why am I wasting my time here when I could be putting the hospital on general alert? Look out. Grant Harrison's here. Lock the doors.
Gotta tell Rachel.
If she doesn't already know.
All she's got to do is read the headline.
What kills me is my partner. I told him to sit on this. I turned my back for 2 minutes. It's all over the front page.
The man is a liar.
Look, what's done is done.
Matt, it's up to you to put a stop to this. If Jake leaks any more of this information,
Oh,
this
he's
guy
not
gets
getting any
snapped.
more information.
Look, what we have to concentrate on now is how to tell Rachel and what to tell her.
Look, Paulina, you can sweep this under the rug if you want to. Fine, be my guest. But your brother is dealing with a situation with a man who cannot be
Joe,
trusted.
all I am saying is that Jake is not a part of this family anymore. He is a businessman. He runs a newspaper.
You can't defend the guy. He's hot dogging all over the front page. He's undermining a police investigation.
Let's straighten this out right now.
Matt, what about Rachel?
I'll be back.
No, Matt, wait, don't. Joe,
Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I do?
you know exactly what you did. You used my brother to beat up on Jake because you hate him.
Well, you say Matt doesn't have a legitimate beef?
All I'm saying is there's no need for bloodshed in the newsroom right now.
You worried about your brother or you worried about Jake?
Both of them. How's that?
I got news for you. I saw Matt work out, okay? He does karate. He's gonna put Jake on the floor, and that is what's bugging you. Am I right?
Joe, will you stop? All I want is for my family to pull together right now. Maggie's been kidnapped. Carl is sick. The last thing we need is people going off half-cocked, making things worse.
Fine. You want me to go with you to Rachel? Talk to her?
No, Joe. What I want you to do is lay off Jake, okay? You know how I feel about him. He was a big part of my life for a long time. Okay, the guy can't be trusted, but see, that's why I'm with you and not with him. Now, if you keep making me prove this, Joe,
Guilty.
I don't...
Guilty as charged. Fine. I'll lay off.
Promise?
I'll be at the station if you or Rachel need me, okay?
That's not an answer.
Honey, I got work to do.
Joe, just find Maggie for me, please.
For you? Anything.
Grant shot Ryan? But what about Justine?
Oh, no, not Justine. I have to believe me.
Oh, he's been going in and out of consciousness. How long has he been?
Just for a few minutes. Rachel, I stopped by to see him last night, and he said something. I thought it was just the fever talking, probably, so I thought I would come back today and see if he was any better.
What did he say?
He said that Grant shot Ryan. What is it? Do you know something?
No, this is all more of the same thing. He's been going on like this for weeks.
No, it isn't more of the same thing. It's different. Before he was saying that Grant was at fault for protecting his mother. Now he is saying that Grant shot the gun. Rachel.
This is all part of the same nightmare, don't you see? What difference does it make? Justine shot Ryan
Or his brother. Justine is dead. Grant is still alive. Grant is Kirkland's father.
I can't help you. I don't remember that night. I don't remember
Rachel,
the moment
just
that
wait a
Ryan was
minute.
shot.
Anything, just anything. A small little detail. Do you remember it?
How's he doing?
He just came out of consciousness for a few minutes and talked to Vicky and...
Make any sense?
Oh, it made perfect sense to me.
He's out again. Sometimes it takes a while for people to regain consciousness. They slip in and out. It's perfectly normal.
Is he any better?
Well, we're getting the labs back within an hour. I'll let you know then.
Okay, thanks.
Vicky, Grant's been hanging around asking questions about Carl's condition. I think it's pretty weird, considering the fact that there's no lost love.
What do you mean? It makes perfect sense if... I'll take care of Grant. Don't you worry.
The main arteries. Anybody at all fitting his description, pull them over, check them out. Any other leads from the Corey mansion?
No, sir, not so far.
Somebody else besides Tomas Rivera must have seen this guy leave. I want you to go back, check with anybody who was working outside. Repairmen, yard crew, everyone.
Will do, sir, but may I say something?
Yeah, sure.
You know that we are short-staffed here, and I'm still working on the plug pulling over of BCGH.
I'm well aware of your workload, officer, but that guy is already dead. Now, I'd really like to find Maggie Corey before she winds up that way, too. How about you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, come in.
Remember me?
Hi, Oh, I'm so... We had a date last night. Look, I am really sorry. Maggie Corey's been kidnapped. I've been here for the duration. I completely blanked out.
I figured something must have happened when you didn't show up and you didn't call.
Look, I'm sorry. I'll make this up to you, I promise.
No, relax. It's okay. I ordered Thai food and cleaned up my closet.
We must be making progress. A month ago, you would have taken my head off.
A New Year's resolution?
What? You're beginning to develop faith in me?
Something like that.
Where did you get this?
When I read the Herald this morning, I figured that you'd probably been working all night, so I went over to your building and I convinced your super to let me in. These are cute.
Glad you approve. I hate to disappoint you. I don't want to scratch your beautiful face.
Why do you think I brought the razor?
And here I was thinking you were concerned about morale.
Just my own.
Go shave. Cat's hurt. What?
When do you do at work?
We have some time.
Captain.
Yeah. Nice to
No, Rupert, it's not the money. I'm already a rich man. I just like the action. Listen, I gotta go.
What the hell is this?
That's probably the best front page this paper's
I
ever seen.
specifically asked you not to print that story, didn't
You
I?
express your reservations.
I said no! Listen, do you have any idea what you've done?
Doubled our circulation?
Dude, the kidnapper's gonna look at this, assume that we went to the cops. That's Maggie's life on the
Look
line.
at yourself, Matt. You're losing it.
The police asked for a news blackout. Do you know what that means, Jake?
What are you gonna do? Let the cops write your stories? You can't always be politically correct, Matt. This is nothing but a tabloid, which we can turn around with a little hard work. You are not gonna be able to bury every story that gives you a headache.
You know, you put her life at risk.
No, that's wrong. The kidnappers are doing that. I'm just printing the facts, which I promise you would have come out within hours, whether you said so or not. You cannot sit on a story like this.
What about my mother? How's she gonna feel reading about her kidnapped granddaughter in the morning paper? She's got enough to worry about with Carl in the hospital.
She'll get over it.
That's it. You don't care about
No,
anybody,
you're wrong,
do you?
Matt. I care about all these people that we hired to work for us.
Oh, don't give me that.
They are worried that this paper is going to go under. But you never had to worry about that, did you? Because you always had the Corey cash to fall back on. Well, I don't have that, Matt, because I've had to work for everything I've got. That's exactly what's going to turn this paper around. Not you, your reputation, who you know, your family's money. It's from your gut, Matt, because if you don't have that, you're dead.
Tell that to Maggie, Jake.
I'm buying Legends of the Fall as soon as it comes out on video. Brad Pitt is so incredible. I could watch that scene where he and Julia Ormond finally kiss 1,000,000 times. It was so great the way they set it up. How you could tell they really loved each other, only they couldn't do anything about it because she was engaged to his brother. All that yearning and pining and wanting until they couldn't stand it another minute. What are you doing?
Taking a shower.
No. Get this. You had no right.
Why did you write it down if you didn't want nobody to read it?
It was for me so I can remember.
What, Brad Pitt? She's in love.
You wouldn't know love unless it bit you in the face.
Are you saying that that's real? Some movie about two actors getting to pretend that they feel?
No. This is real. You and me locked in this cabin.
Yeah, it is. If you're not afraid of me, don't pretend that you are. You want me, don't you? See me when you look at me. I read your diary. I know what you want.
What are you looking at?
Up. Get up. This isn't some big mansion. Sit around all day.
Have you heard from anyone?
What?
The ransom. Have they called?
I'm gonna give them our phone number.
Okay, I was just asking. Look, whatever you told them to do, I know they're gonna do it.
You know they better.
Or what? I don't think it'll get you anywhere. Because the police and the FBI are gonna be on your trail, and you're not gonna be able to run for the rest of your life.
You want to just shut the hell up? If you want to get cleaned up, why don't you do it right now?
Maggie's been kidnapped? When?
Well, she never came home New Year's Eve.
No, she was going to a party. She was going to stay on campus.
Yes, that's what we thought, too, but then Tomas found a ransom note.
And you didn't tell me?
So we knew it would upset you.
Of course it upsets me. She could be hurt.
We knew you'd be worried, but there's nothing you can do. Besides, Carl needed you.
Why are you telling me now? Something happened?
Nothing's happened. It's just that it's starting to come out in the papers.
We didn't want you to find out that way.
What about the police?
The police have been called in. Cass took care of that.
Cass is working with the police.
Among other things.
He's also handling Cecile.
Oh, Cecile. How is she holding on?
Not very well.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, your child is kidnapped. How much money do they want?
$1 million.
Well, actually, that's not as much as I would have expected.
I think it's because they want it fast.
When?
Well, we're waiting for the phone call right now.
You've got the money together.
Talk to William Pierce at the bank. It's not a problem.
Oh, Maggie must be going through.
Look, Joe's working around the clock, and Frankie's on the case, too, so...
I just want her brought back safely, okay? I don't care about the money. You told them that?
I told them that.
I guess I have to go home, huh? Find out how Cecile is doing.
Believe me, she's gonna be fine.
Well, that's okay. She's got plenty of people with her.
I really want to stay here and be with Carl.
You stay here. We'll call you if we hear anything, okay?
Okay, great. Thanks.
It's gonna be okay, Rachel. Carl's gonna get better, and Maggie's gonna come home.
You're finally dead. Thank God. And good riddance to you. Mother? Mother, is that you?
Guess again, laddie.
Carl. What are you doing?
I prayed to St. Jude, the patron saint of the lost cause and miracle of miracles. I found a new vocation.
You're dead. You're dead.
I've taken vows. Sisters of Holy Vengeance!
I won't play this game anymore, Hutchins! I'm okay. I'm all right.
On your knees! Confess, repent, and then be damned.
You really are insane.
Mother Superior does not like to be called balmy. Now, you tried to poison me. Now it's my turn.
You had pneumonia. You had pneumonia from sleeping on the ground.
Yes, on the grave of my dear boy Ryan, sick with grief. Now you shall have your grievous crime exposed.
You can't do that!
You killed my beloved son.
I did. I didn't mean to. I loved him. I loved him so much. I loved him.
You killed your brother because you wanted his woman. Yes, you wanted Victoria.
I did
You
not.
killed him because you wanted to take your brother's wife to your bed. While his bones turned to dust.
I wanted to help her, but you wouldn't let me. You left me no choice. I had to kill you.
Grant, what are you doing? Grant!
There's the hard way to close a...
Dr. Evans. What do you call this shuffle of yours?
I'm just trying to squeeze in every moment I can between patients. How's Mr. Hutchins?
Cause of the seizures is still unknown.
Wow, well, sometimes they're just mysteries.
Like that phone call last night?
No, No, that was definitely Andrew.
Not necessarily.
You know, if he knows your phone number, he might know where you live.
Are you that scared?
No, I feel much safer living with you. Hey, thanks for making me toast this morning. The chocolate sprinkles were, interesting.
Thank you. It's my own recipe, you know.
Well, I better get back to work.
See ya.
See ya. Dr. Winthrop?
Yeah.
Here's the latest report on Mr. Hutchins.
Thanks, Sally. I hope this explains why he's still critical.
Carl woke up.
He was agitated, so I thought I'd better call a nurse.
Were you fighting with him?
No, of course not. He was agitated, I told you. I mean, he wasn't making any sense.
He seems better now.
He must have drifted off
What are
again.
you doing here in the first place?
Well, I'm as concerned about Carl as anyone else, perhaps more given the situation.
What situation would that be, Grant?
Well, we both lost Ryan. We've all lost Ryan. I'd hoped that Carl might be able to turn to me, you know, as you and I have been able to comfort each other. Well, ask Rachel. He's been unreachable.
Why would that be?
Well, I thought at first he was angry at me. I know he was for hiding Justine. But well, after all, he was the one who destroyed Justine's life. He abandoned her. She lost everything, my father, Ryan, me. That's why Justine came back, do you understand? She came back after Carl.
Really? It's strange. She told me she came back for you in Kirkland.
Well, yes. Yes, but that was after it didn't work out with Carl. No, she impersonated Rachel so that she could go after him. Think of the tremendous guilt he must feel.
Why would he feel guilty? He's not the one who shot Ryan, right? It was Justine. Mother shooting her own child. Can you imagine? It's like Cain and Abel.
They were brothers.
I know.
Where's that damn nurse? Where's that nurse? I'd better find somebody to check on Carl.
You do that, Grant.
You comfortable?
I like your chair. I like your job. Wow, it must be so exciting. Solving crimes, saving people's lives.
If that's all there was to it, I'd have to agree with you, but the truth is, most of the time, it's very frustrating and often very depressing.
Yeah, well, at least you get to call the shots.
Yeah, right. Well, I have to keep on top of every single case, make sure it's going in the right direction. I mean, we are talking about people's lives here. Every single crime means somebody's in trouble.
You mean Maggie Corey?
Yeah. Kid's only 19 years old. They probably got her tied up right now someplace, and that's the best case scenario, believe me. Poor kid is probably scared to death.
You know, that's why you were so good at your job. You really care.
Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes if you get too wrapped up in it, you can miss things.
Oh, you're objective. But you have both sides. You have one side that's really cool and calm, but you have this other side that you really care. You anticipate people's needs, and you actually take the time to put yourself in a person's place to know what they're feeling.
You know who's really good at her job? You. Talk about a PR spin doctor.
No, I'm serious. Most cops are they're just burnt out. About Ryan. Ryan was special. Most cops just treat you like you're some kind of problem to solve, or they resent you when it gets complicated.
Sounds to me like you've had some frustrating encounters with the criminal justice system.
Yeah, you could say that.
Hope you're still not sore about the way we handled your purse snatching.
No. Look, I even got myself a new purse.
Ah, very nice. Have you ever had any more serious problems with the law?
Yes.
Oh, anything you'd like to talk about?
No, forget it. It's not important.
Okay. You know what I would really like?
Kiss?
Besides that, I would really like the two of us. I would like for you to be able to trust me.
That would be interesting.
I'm not going to push this on you, but that is what I want.
Wanting those things and having those things happen. Can't always control those kind of things.
You're right. I want you to trust me, Lorna. Just give me some time. I can prove that to you.
I hope so. About Tomas was he really took good care of me. I like that. I guess it's because my parents have been AWOL since I was born. Although Gretchen was fabulous, the world's best nanny. I remember her brushing my hair, putting cream on my hands when I got chapped in the winter. I swear she got fired because they thought she was spoiling me. If only I could find someone who's not afraid to do those kinds of things. Give me a massage, brush my hair, even paint my toenails like Kevin Costner and Susan Sarandon in Bull Durham. Talk about sexy.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just getting my hair brushed.
Sit down. Sit down. Turn around.
Expensive brush.
Only cost $20. Even you could afford it.
You think so? Most people don't have $20 just to throw away.
Well, maybe you should think about getting a job other than kidnapping.
Well, after this is over, I won't need another one.
Oh, yeah. You'll be making license plates in federal prison.
I'm not getting caught. You understand that? And for your information, I've had plenty of jobs. I'm not some desperado, low-life loser.
Then why are you doing this? Tell me the truth.
Rachel wants the police to know she doesn't care about the money. She just wants Maggie home safe. Have you heard anything?
Nothing yet. We're still working on it.
Oh, Joe.
Sort of brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it? Watching these cops spend your hard-earned tax dollars, and yet they all come up with zip.
No thanks to you, Jake. How could you print that story?
It's called freedom of the press.
It's called Jake looking out for Jake, as usual. And to hell with anybody else. Even when Maggie's life is at stake.
Would you drop it, all right? This isn't about Maggie. This is the same old Corey song and dance. You think your family gets to decide what is news.
You're the one who begged Matt to be your partner.
I didn't beg Matt to do anything, all right? I offered Matt the chance to get away from Donna. He took it. Listen, you cannot dictate to the world what they think is news. You can buy up all the newspapers you want. The word is going to get out.
You put Maggie's life at risk to get back at me?
Did you listen to yourself? Who said anything about you? The world does not revolve around you, Paulina, although that's probably my fault. That's probably my fault because I put you at the center of my universe for so long, but now... Well, now you're not happy, are you?
Take it someplace else, McKinnon.
Or what? You're gonna arrest me?
No, Jake, I'm gonna rearrange your face.
I don't think you are.
One shot, it was all it would take.
Yeah, you tried that before. It didn't work. Go ahead, try it again.
Time out, both of you,
Listen,
please.
the only reason I came here was for some good news.
The reason you came here is the butt shot.
Knock it off now! I don't know why you're here or what this is about. Put a lid on it or take it outside. I got my hands full with Maggie Corey's kidnapping. I don't need you people making it worse.
Any news about Maggie?
Not yet. Listen, I hope you're not upset about us keeping that from you.
Of course I'm not. I would have done the same thing. I understand. It's all right. Oh, listen, do me a favor. Go find Morgan and see if the test results are back.
Sure.
Thanks.
Hi, Matt. Hey. We have a little unfinished business. Has he said anything else?
No.
Rachel. You have to tell me what you know.
I can't substantiate anything, Vicky.
All right, so it's unsubstantiated. What do you know?
I don't know anything. It's just an image that keeps coming back to me every time Carl tries to press me to tell him what happened that night. I don't even know that it's a real memory. It could just be a suggestion from Carl.
Do you have an image of someone at the train trestle?
Yes.
What? What is it?
Look, there are any number of motives that we could ascribe to this kind of behavior, and we can't take this at face value because we know he lies.
He lies. Well, obviously, we're talking about Grant. He admitted something to you. Is that what you're saying?
It was at the Christmas party. Carl had been goading him. They got into a tremendous argument. Grant was frightened, and he came to me and confessed.
Confessed to shooting Ryan?
No, he confessed to being there on the trestle that night.
But he admitted that he was there?
Yes.
Well, obviously he shot Ryan. Why else would he keep it a secret?
Because of his mother?
No.
If she pulled the trigger, Vicky, he wouldn't want to incriminate her.
Justine is dead. Why keep his secret now?
Because he's afraid of what Carl will do, and I'm with him there. I'm afraid of what Carl will do, too. He's obsessed about this.
Did anyone ever think he might be right? What if Grant did shoot
We don't have any
Ryan?
proof. If there was proof, the police would have done something.
The police know about this?
Yes. Grant told McNamara. At least that's what he told me.
Well, did you hear Grant?
No, I didn't. I was there at the police station picking up Carl. He was so sick, I had to get him to the hospital.
Rachel, do you know that Grant and Gabe go way back?
Gabe would never sit on this. He's the one that put Grant in jail for accessory after the fact.
Oh, I know, and then let him go. Because I asked him to drop the charges, which was an incredibly stupid move.
Look, we can't jump to conclusions about this. I mean, we don't have any proof. And jumping to conclusions, that's not going to help Ryan, and it's certainly not going to help Carl.
Let me tell you something. If Grant shot Ryan, I'm going to prove it.
Where are you going?
I know what I have to do.
Vicky.
Thanks, thanks.
Tell Rachel I'll check on Carl later.
I will.
I just checked my messages at home, at Andrews, and he left me a message there.
What did he say?
He said that he's sorry, that he still loves me, that he wants me back, that...
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel rotten. Oh, no, but I have a meeting with Dr. Carey later, so I'll dump it on her. You've already heard more than your share.
I can hear more.
You know what?
What?
You know what I want to do tonight?
What do you want?
I want to do something fun. I want to watch cartoons, get chili dogs, go bowling. I don't know, something dumb.
I'll tell you what. After your session, you meet me outside. We'll start with 2 chili dogs, and then we'll do something dumb from there.
You're pretty incredible.
Thank you very much. Welcome. Vicky. Vic! Over here.
Sorry, I was someplace else. That's breakfast?
Yeah. Gotta get those trace minerals someplace. You want one?
No.
Come on, let your little brother buy you a hot dog for crying out loud.
Buy me one. I thought you were broke.
Not for long. Jake gave me a job at the newspaper. Hey, Jerry, give me another one of those? Like onions?
Sure.
Yeah, with the works.
Coming right up.
So, what, you're gonna be working at the restaurant and the, paper now?
Yeah, why not? Jake says he's got great things lined up for me at the Herald. Kind of like show me the ropes. I'm telling you, this guy, he is amazing. I walked into his office. He's on the phone. He's talking to Ted Turner.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And he says, tell Jane I said hello.
Jane
Fonda! I don't believe it. The guy knows everybody. I'm telling you. This could be it for me, Vic.
Let me tell you something about Jake. All right, he's a good guy. He's my best friend, and I love him to death. But he has a way of letting people down. I mean, he's done it to me more than once, all right?
Come on.
Shut
I'm Jake.
and listen to me. There is a reason Paulina left Jake. He's ambitious. He's too ambitious, all right? He just thinks about himself and forgets about everybody else.
The way I see it, with Matt Corey involved, it's a safe bet. Hey, did you, hear about Maggie?
Yeah, I did. I read about it in the paper. Listen, I gotta go take...
Wait, just wait for your hot dog.
Nick, what's that phrase? It's, fool me once, shame on you.
Vicky, I'm not a fool, all right?
Neither am I. And there is no way he's getting away with this.
Wait, Vicky, wait a second.
Why are you doing this?
I told you, the money.
It's not that. It's something else. It's not worth it, whatever it is.
Like you have a clue.
I know that you're scared, which means you're probably gonna blow it.
I'm not gonna blow anything, all right? I've made it this far, haven't I? So why don't you just shut up?
Hello?
Hey, Steven. It's Grant. Can I speak to your mom?
She's not here. Can you take me to the pond to play hockey?
Tell you what, you work it out with your mom and I'll be happy to take you. In fact, I was thinking we might... Well, I guess we better wait and see what your mom says.
Come on, tell me.
I think we better wait for your mom to decide.
Oh, she's not here. Tell me what it's all about.
Can you keep a secret, partner?
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Do you remember when Ryan took you to see Apollo 13?
That was the best. Boom. Houston, we've got a problem.
Well, it's not Houston, but would you settle for the Kennedy Space Center?
In Florida? Where they've got the big command center?
Only if your mom says it's okay.
She'll say yes. I know she will. Let me ask her, okay? I'll tell her for school. It's a special project.
You know, I think Kirkland wants to go, too.
Yeah, okay. But you'll have time just with me, right?
You and I will have plenty of time together, Stephen. I promise.
Excuse me. I need to speak to Captain McNamara right away.
Well, you couldn't have picked a worse day. The captain's working on the Corey girl kidnapping. But if you have a seat, I'll go get him for you.
Okay, it's one of two things. Either Grab told McNamara he was at the trestle and McNamara's sitting on it, or he lied to Rachel, and he never told her. Did your brother shoot you, Ryan? McNamara's not going to tell me either way. I'm going to have to find out myself. Yeah, I know. Leave it alone, Vic. But guess what? It's not an option. If Grant killed you, I have to know. And one way or another, I'm gonna find out the truth.
You want to be...
Hello, this is Patrice Wood. To survive the 90s, you've got to get yourself organized. Some lessons from someone who has it all down to a system in my Women